I guess I had high expectations that I was going to go in there and she was going to agree with me on everything and order up the lab work and see where things go. And that wasn't necessarily the case. So right now I'm getting ready to go to my doctor's appointment. I have not done anything with my hair because I was editing another video and got sucked into that and then realized, oh my gosh, I have to leave in like 10 minutes. So I need to figure out something to do with my hair, or I might just not do anything. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm about to start my period. Yesterday I had spotting and cramps and I was pretty grumpy. It sucks. And I totally let it get the best of me yesterday. And today, so far this morning, it's been the same thing, but there's really nothing I can do about it. And as much as it sucks, it is what it is. So I'm hoping that this doctor's appointment will go well and maybe I can start getting some answers. Hey guys, so it's Tuesday now. I didn't end up filming anymore yesterday after my doctor's appointment. That appointment took a lot longer than expected. I was there for over 2 hours. And then I came home, finished editing a video and uploaded it, all of that stuff. And then I just was not feeling well the rest of the day. I had such a horrible headache. Like, it wasn't a full-blown migraine, but it was borderline. I felt so sick to my stomach and just yuck. Now I wanted to sit down and give you an update on how my appointment went. Well, overall, my appointment went okay. I felt frustrated because I feel like I had to be really pushy for my doctor to agree to have lab work done to check my hormone levels. And I don't know. I guess I had high expectations that I was going to go in there and she was going to agree with me on everything and order up the lab work and see where things go. And that wasn't necessarily the case. And she pretty much just told me that I'm young and I'm healthy and I exercise regularly, so there's probably nothing wrong, and how we just need to try on our own naturally and see how things go. I didn't think having blood work done was that big of a deal. I thought, that could at least give us some insight into things, and if nothing shows abnormally on the blood work, then okay. But anyways, we went back and forth for a while, and I think she really sensed my frustration with it. She suggested I track my cycles and take my temperature and take note of cervical fluid and use ovulation kits. And I was like, Doctor, I have been doing that. I've been tracking my cycles in detail for the last 2 years. I take my temperature every day, which is one concern that I have. I have never, ever, ever seen a change in my temperature. I've tried out different thermometers. I've taken my temperature different ways. And typically what's supposed to happen is the temperature is supposed to increase after ovulation. And there's 2 things that could happen. And one of them is after ovulation, your temperature stays high and then drops when you start your next cycle, or your temperature increases after ovulation and stays high, indicating pregnancy. I have never seen an increase in my temperature. It's always stayed level, and that could be an indication of low progesterone. And that's not the only thing. Like, there are several other things that I've noticed that aren't quite normal. And the fact that it took me over a year to get pregnant the first time, like knowing I'm timing everything correctly, I'm keeping track of my cycles, I'm ovulating on day 13 or 14, like that should say something. If it's not happening, then there might be something else going on. So she finally just said, okay, if you want a blood test to be done, we'll do a blood test. But my doctor wasn't confident in the test. She just said, it's not really going to give us a great picture of everything because hormones will fluctuate on a daily basis. So they could be one level today and then tomorrow they'll be completely different. It's not going to give us an overall picture of how things are. So she pretty much just said, I'll authorize this blood work if you really want it, but it's not going to really give us any answers. So the one thing she did suggest, and she has referred me to get an ultrasound done, which after this huge debate she and I had, I was grateful that she ended up recommending this. So she wants an ultrasound done to have a better look at my ovaries, my uterus, all of that stuff. So I have to wait for a phone call sometime this week from whoever she's referred me to have that done, or to schedule to have that done. And after my appointment yesterday, I went and got the blood work done. So we're just waiting. Like I said, I just felt frustrated that I had to be really pushy. I'm not normally like that. I mentioned yesterday I was having spotting and cramping, and I am now on day 3 of cramping and spotting, but no actual flow. So I'm just waiting around, waiting for all of these things, and I was kind of frustrated about all of that this morning, but there's nothing I can do but be patient and hopeful and wait. It's all out of my control. So I'm trying to stay positive, and I am grateful that my doctor ended up agreeing, however reluctant she was. She ended up ordering the lab work and the ultrasound. So there is progress being made. Whether we get answers from that, I don't know. But I did feel yesterday, after all of it, I felt like very doubtful of myself. I felt like, well, I just kind of thought, am I digging into things? Am I looking for problems when there aren't any problems? Am I just like going crazy with all of this? I feel like there might be something else going on here, and I have to stick by my gut and what I'm feeling, and we'll see what these tests reveal, if anything. And yeah, sorry that was a long rant, but I wanted to update you on how that went. I am just hanging out right now. There was like this horrible storm that just came through. It was pouring rain. Lightning strikes were happening really close by, which, by the way, I am terrified of lightning. I know it's a pretty irrational fear because I have no control over where lightning strikes, but I do live in Florida, where lightning strikes kill more people than anywhere else in the country. So yeah, it's a fear of mine nonetheless. And lightning was pretty close by, along with the torrential downpour of rain and darkness, clouds, wind, all of it. So I've just been waiting for that to pass, which I think I actually see parts of blue sky right now. So I need to get my shopping list and head out to the grocery store. Before I leave for the grocery store, denied. That was Lily. Well, that was a fail. Here is this little guy. This is Leo. Hi. He's sleepy. So we have our 2 cats, Leo and Lily. Lily is older, she's 6, and then Leo is 3. Lily is just kind of Lily's the kind of cat that just wants to be left alone. She doesn't like being held. She doesn't really like cuddles. She's very independent, and Leo is very active. He loves to play. We like to joke around and say that he's half dog. And he really is. He begs for food. He likes to fetch. He plays hide and go seek. He is a really, really fun cat to have. And he's very rambunctious and kind of wild and crazy, but look at him. Leo, say hi. This is definitely his sleep time. He's like, get this camera out of my face. So sweet. Leo is so sleepy after playing this morning. Look at his little face. I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here today, just to wrap things up and let you know what's happened since I filmed yesterday. This morning my news cycle did start, and you know, it's unfortunate that I didn't get pregnant this month, but I am remaining hopeful. For me, it can be easy to go to a dark place and be negative and be doubtful of why things are happening the way they are right now, or why they aren't turning out the way I want them to. And sometimes it's hard for me to have faith. And I think, you know, we all have those moments in our lives where we just feel like things aren't happening the way we want them to, or when we want them to, and it's hard to trust in God, and it's hard to keep faith. But last night I was saying my prayers before I went to bed, and I just asked God for patience. I asked Him to help me not become bitter and angry at the way things are happening right now. This morning when I woke up and saw that my period had started, I just said, okay, well, this last cycle wasn't the right time. And this cycle, this new one that's starting today, maybe this one will be the one. And I just have to stay positive and be patient that something will work out and that God has a plan for me. And I know that's easier said than done, but sometimes, especially this morning, I just had to remind myself out loud that I did everything I could last month. And now that I know things didn't work out, I just have to keep moving forward. And that is something I will have to keep reminding myself of this cycle. Just be patient and keep moving forward. All I can do is wait and continue to take care of myself and do things as I have been, and see what comes of the ultrasound and all of that, and we'll see what happens. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. That way you can follow along with me on this journey and see where things go from here. Also, please leave some comments down below. I know I have some new subscribers here, and I would love for you to say hello and tell me a little bit about yourself. Also, if you have suggestions for what kind of videos you would like to see, you can leave all of that in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. I will keep you updated on everything, so just be on the lookout for the next video. I'll see you next time, guys.